do a multi-shot for their server. I know, so
Oh.
I've been streaming on Twitch with OBS. So I know how to use OBS now.
Good job.
Why don't you just stream off a games channel instead?
I mean, he would have to give me secret information, so I would get to see all his if he makes any money on YouTube, I get to
No,
see that.
well, YouTube, of course, not make shit. You gotta make it all the way to 1,000 subscribers. So well, 500, but 1,000 for just like passive.
Yeah, when are you gonna start playing Subspace Emissary?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's
Brawl?
from Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
You said you would last session. I was
on what?
listening
Where
to the
is
session
it?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
on Steam or what the hell is it?
It's on the Wii.
It's on the Wii.
Yeah, because I still have my Wii somewhere. Yeah, 100%.
On the
There's
Wii, man.
emulators. There's emulators.
Nintendo may not appreciate that, but there are emulators.
See, Nintendo's gonna assassinate me because y'all are talking about this.
I forgot Homer hits head that hard. Sorry.
Should be going.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, if you get hit, it's your own fault. The game said you didn't really remember it, so I posted the Simpsons version, and they did Bart and Lisa doing it, and then Homer trying it, and well, I mean, it's Homer.
Yeah. Are you little? But this makes me think of I kind of like to imagine Core or no, maybe Core or Leo choking Sachi.
Why? Why would you imagine that?
Sachi would enjoy it
because it's funny.
Is this what you do in your free time, Gavin? Just make a little fan fiction in your mind about bad things happening to Sachi?
No, have bad things happen to Core usually.
That's fair.
And unless he just goes all out, he fails.
Bad things.
The only reason Core
anyway.
still exists because Core is not a DPS.
So before we get going, I thought I'd try something new to get you guys in the DnD mindset. With a little conversation talk, a little cold open. So what? So some of you, specifically Kevin and Tashar, have been playing. This is your first campaign.
Sure.
For the next time you guys play a character, what class would you want to play? And I'll give an answer just to so the new player's handbook, well, it's basically out your Yoho Miardies. There are only 2 new subclasses in this player's handbook. Everything else is from the prior edition. One of those is a dancer bard. It's basically like you dance by it. It's the monk bard.
Okay.
And I've been wanting to play I've been thinking about making a dance fighter bard since like last year, and so I honestly the next character I want to play is like a dancer bard.
What's the other? You said there's 2 classes, right? What's the other one?
The other one is called the World Tree Barbarian.
World Tree Barbarian. Okay.
They have like teleportation abilities and stuff like that. Kind of cool. It's like Yggdrasil, the the World Tree. That kind of thing. But yeah, that's what I would want to play. Any of you got any classes you want to play for a character?
It's definitely not a bard again. I'll say that.
Well, to mix things up, I would like to play like a magic class, I guess, but not sure which one in particular.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely when you play your first character, it's usually recommended to play a physical character, which you did. But I'm sure you want to. You've seen some of the casters do these big explosions of magic, and I'm sure you want to do that too.
Well, yeah. There's also some interesting spells, I guess, but
yeah.
I want to be a Twilight Cleric.
Twilight Cleric is so much fun. I've played that before. It is good.
And I want my backstory to be me being a princess.
Ooh.
So that I can be Twilight Princess.
I love it, but at the same time, I'm not happy with you right now, Kevin.
I don't think I can play another girl, mostly because I feel like playing like using the Sachi voice puts me in a kind of different mindset.
The
I mean,
character's taking
that's
over your
fair.
life.
Yeah, it's like the Green Goblin mask, you know. It speaks to me.
Yeah, he starts to accidentally like talk in that voice, and then it's like that's the whole Batman thing. Which one is his real voice?
Yeah, I would definitely do a fighter, a male fighter. I would say for sure.
Ooh, okay. Game, what about you? I know you've talked about some things with
Yeah,
me, like
right.
Paladin.
Right now, Ranger is probably the front runner. I'm not sure what breakdown I want to go into with it, but Paladin or Druid close seconds.
Ooh. Ranger is a lot of fun. Like everybody says it's the weakest class. I would argue Monk is, although the new edition Monks apparently became really busted. So they apparently fixed a lot of the classes. I don't know what the spread is on the new player's handbook. I don't know if we're even going to use it for this campaign. We probably won't. I don't know if I'm going to use it at all. I haven't
Well,
looked at it yet.
well, one thing I do know is that they reclassified the feats into like initiate feats,
Yeah.
something, and so basically like 5 or 7 of the feats or something are those initiate feats that you can choose one right off the bat. They're
Yep.
basically like the low-powered feats that barely anyone ever takes, because there's like infinitely better options elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would
Yeah.
anyone take the feat cook? It's okay first level. It starts to drop off quick second level, and by third level, you've already wasted it.
Yeah. I mean, they're. I mean, then they also changed it to where all classes now get their subclass at third level. No classes now get the subclass first level like cleric or warlock.
More like it's 2 subclasses almost. They get their patron at first level, and then they get their actual subclass in third level.
Well, yeah, but that they're changing that. Patron they don't get until third level.
That sucks.
I kind of
Yeah.
already have like a character idea in mind. Again, it's based on another Dota character. So it's
Okay.
like a spellcaster, but like instead of like actually studying magic, he just like memorizes it and he literally doesn't know what he's doing.
I mean, the best thing for that, if you're saying memorizing, it would probably be wizard.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the whole deal with wizards is they can't you can't really cast spells unless you have your spell book.
Yeah.
Matt, we didn't hear from you. What are you? I mean, you've played a lot of characters.
Yep. I don't know what I'd play. It'd probably be more whatever I feel like in that moment.
What, you
I
don't
mean,
want to
you
play
played
your
a lot, right?
Lockstone
So
Rogue?
like
The
you,
the Luxodon Rogue is high up on there. I can't deny it. What were you saying, Jashar?
I mean, you played a lot, right? So I'm sure you pretty much played everything.
Uh, more or less. In well, I haven't played enough fifth edition to hit every single class yet, but not to mention it's like there's all the special or all the subclasses and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I've played all of the classes in fifth edition before, just not in fifth edition.
Yeah. I think I've played as every class. I don't, but like I haven't played in like a full-on campaign with every single class. So I'm not all. Some of them have just been one-shot characters.
Still want to kind of build that fear paladin again. I've used it for like 1 or 2 sessions, and that was it.
Um, yeah.
But it really doesn't do anything until like 7th level, anyways.
Be an interesting party. A ranger, a fighter, a wizard, and whatever Matt plays.
Horizon Walker dual wield, I think, looking at it.
Ooh, that's
That's probably
cool.
what I'd lean
That
towards.
is really cool. That is a Horizon Walker, like, is one of the cool. Like, Ranger has a lot of cool subclasses. Actually, I'm playing a Drake Warden Ranger right now in one game, so it's a lot of fun. All right. I think we're about ready to go, so I will get us started. Get our usual guy ship music going.
Oh, we're not.
So we're in the sky in our mind.
Technically, I mean, we are on a sky island. Aren't these all sky islands, right?
No,
Oh.
you're technically on the. You guys are actually on the ground at the moment. So
It sucks here.
We're in Skies of Arcadia, right?
no, we're not in the skies of Arcadia. I will admit, I've never played that game. I have seen it played, and that was like kind of like one thing that got me interested in Skyship.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it either. I just saw a video about it recently. I was like, oh wait, this is familiar.
Yeah, I think I saw the Game Grump play it against some other people. Like they were playing against like Markiplier and a bunch of other people.
Okay.
Hell no, do I
So
want to register McAfee. I've spent way too long trying to destroy that program. There was one
so
time, there was one of my first experiences with it was when the uninstall file corrupted itself. I had to literally go into it and delete it file by file to try and figure out what I could delete, restart the computer, figure out what new files I can delete now that less of it is running, and rinse and repeat. It was a very heartfelt 30 minutes.
oh my goodness. So when last we left our crew, you guys had finally gotten to the point where you were going to confront the Oni after reconnecting with Core. You traveled through the cave and eventually found the Oni and his army of shadows. And you destroyed him, let's be real. Like you guys took that thing down pretty easily. Even when he turned into a second form.
I
It
think
was mostly
one
game.
person took him down.
Yeah.
Dude, I killed
Yeah,
myself
I'm
in
gonna
the
have to
process, but
I'm gonna have to cut off game. I'm gonna have to cut off Leo's arms and leg.
you broke one gauntlet.
I
You're
mean,
not breaking the other
you
one.
can't just like give us like stronger enemies because we're kind of frail. So it's kind of a problem in that sense, I guess.
Kill
No,
game.
no one is frail.
Even it
I am
out.
frail. That's it.
Well,
Yeah,
it's tough
I mean,
because
Well,
like
obviously you guys are frail. I mean, that's why you're such squishy, organic beings. You see,
so
you see, DM, they are finally understanding why they're the inferior race.
well, I'm tempted to pull something out that destroys Core because I probably could.
Oh, you can easily destroy him.
You're the DM. You can destroy anybody. If
Yeah.
you'd like to, if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, dex saves, charisma saves, intelligence saves.
I could do a dex save. Please.
Really
I'm-
saves of any kind destroy Core.
I was gonna say, I've told you how many times. I'm a wall. That's about it.
Yep. But after you guys destroyed the Oni and freed all the people that had been trapped there, at least all the ones that had survived,
I have a lucky. Go ahead.
so you guys started taking them back to the city of Yokura, and that's kind of where we're picking up.
What did you say?
What is that about?
I said
Let it-
backflip.
Backflip. Well, I mean, yeah, you do it. I mean, I would argue. Oh, no, I mean that could be athletics or acrobatics. So I am surprised you rolled athletics because your acrobatics I think is better.
No, I wanted to make it tougher.
That's fair. So you guys are currently traveling back to Yokura. I'm actually gonna speed you guys up to Yokura. You guys have arrived back in the city amongst the treetop. And as you guys are arriving, it is pretty much like the sun is starting to rise in the morning. And a bunch of people are rushing out of the city like to reunite with those that had been taken. People are crying, people are sobbing, people are hugging. And they are all just so happy to be reunited. And you guys are kind of in the midst of all of this. What are you doing, Core?
I don't know. I thought we were during athletics.
Core does a sick backflip. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah,
Especially
like,
considering I'm not good at acrobatics.
Yeah, but mine was more impressive.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I actually did 2 backflips.
I mean, Core's backflip was more impressive than yours, Sachi. I'm sorry.
Talk about it. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Well,
Oh,
that's
that's your acrobatic.
acrobatics stuff.
That's your
Yeah.
acrobatics. I was gonna say, holy shit! How do you get athletics that high?
But you do notice a few people that you all recognize run out. Running toward May, you see her father, Norn Moonrise, and her best friend, Ciaran Starscape, the half-elf Twilight Cleric. They both kind of
Oh,
run
she's
up.
a Twilight cleric?
The best friend, yeah.
Huh. Damn, okay.
They both kind of run up to May and they're giving her hugs. They're just really happy that you guys made it out. Mainly May, because that's the person they're connected to.
Of course.
But I gotta pull up the name of the person who would be running up to all of you as a whole. Oh yes. So you see 2 people that you guys met before. You see a pure white Harengon woman, so a rabbit woman, who you remember as Yusa Godai, the council member and the kind of mayor and leader of the city. And then with her you see a hobgoblin wearing heavy this plate mail that you remember as the guild master of the guilds for this province, Steel Tanuki, whose name is Yoshi Amato.
I do remember Yoshi.
They both walk up to you, and the council member goes, "Welcome back. It seems like you were successful in dealing with the Oni."
We fucked them up.
I can
Equally.
definitely see that. So I think
Well, one of us fucked them up.
It's a team effort.
I mean, I got fucked up
It's
in return
debatable.
pretty bad, so.
I believe a reward is in order. I can. Do you prefer a full monetary reward, or do you prefer any? We can get you anything else. We can split it like as far as like if you want money and something else,
Or what is something else?
like magic items, or if you're looking for any specific like weapons or anything like that. We can look into that.
I'm not surprised
Or
Farina is
Omni.
asking for something else, considering Farina has a whole fucking bank in her pocket.
That's fair. So basically, you guys can take a full money reward,
Mm-hmm.
or you can, and you do remember that you are gonna get money as well as something else from Mara, your contact.
Yes.
So you can choose to just take all gold, or you can choose like to take some gold and like you can ask them to get you guys some kind of like magic items or something like that within reason. I'm gonna go ahead and say
Well, how much money is
that
the how much money is the reward?
So she'll tell you that if you want to take the full monetary reward, she will give you guys about 5,000 gold.
It's chump change. Give me an item.
Okay. Is there a specific item, or do you want me to surprise you?
Oh, I don't know. Surprise me.
Okay. Let me.
The heart of an unborn deity.
Ooh, I'll take that.
That's not. No. I'm gonna go out of game. No. In game, also no.
What does
What
that
about?
do?
What?
Yeah, what
I
is
don't know.
that?
I can figure out what to do with it.
Wait, do you have a wish scroll? A wish scroll?
That's a bit beyond our means. I apologize.
I was kind of in the market for one. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that's one of the rarest things.
Oh, I know.
That's like a legendary item. That is not.
It
Like,
doesn't hurt to ask.
I know, but no. So if you want an item for your reward, I will say, roll me a D100.
Fun. Let's see. Hopefully that's good. Lower the better, right?
Go ahead and roll again
Why?
because the number that you rolled doesn't correspond to magic items. So I'm trying to help you get something.
Okay.
I'm using a treasure table. 96. Okay.
That's pretty much on the opposite sides of the spectrum there.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and roll me one more D100. As soon as it loads, so 71. It will load. Goodness, the website taking a moment. Okay, 71. Okay.
Before you continue, Gavin, I don't want to metagame.
Yeah.
However, because game did make me forget this.
Okay.
But before I forgot, I did ask this woman if she had because she had potentially had information on my father. But granted, I don't remember asking her that because game made me the forgetful muffin. So did she also forget?
No, because it was only you that forgot, if I recall correctly.
Okay. So then
So,
wasn't my reward that? So wouldn't she have brought that up to me instead of asking what reward I want?
oh, yeah, I mean, that's a good point.
I
So
listen, I don't want to meta. I'm just saying.
would
I think she
would
would have.
Sachi? I guess my question to you: would Sachi value that? Would Sachi value that as a complete reward
That would be
for her?
It would be invaluable.
Okay. Then she will
But
say,
okay, good.
we did find some information on the you had told us about a man you were looking for. We do have some information. We actually were able to find some.
What are you talking about?
When you came in the other day,
Yeah, no,
you had asked.
I don't remember anything that happened.
Well, you had asked us if we could look into what was his name? This is also me. I don't have
Yeah,
my sticky notes up. I
Gideon
gotta pull that
Brassley
up.
is his name.
Gideon Brassley. Yep. I have it in a note. I just didn't have my sticky notes up.
That's fair. That's fair.
Gideon Brassley.
Dude, how do you know that name?
You told us.
I did.
Yes.
I don't remember this shit. But you have information?
Yes, we do. We have some information about.
What do you know? Tell me, please. Please tell me.
We have some information of the last place he was seen.
Where was he seen?
So I'm gonna pull up our map really quick.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna put a little
Scene
marker.
with the storm chasers.
No, I promise you that. Who? Matt.
Mm.
Stop
What?
drawing on it. Stop drawing on my map.
I'm not trying. I'm barely
That,
paying
that was
attention.
there the first time you brought it up. I don't know if anybody drew
I
for
don't
that.
know. What
But
even is that supposed to be?
Yeah, I'm barely even paying attention right now, to be honest.
He was last seen. Hang on, I gotta pull up my phone really quick. So I have my own specific map that has information on it that you guys aren't allowed to see.
Kind of bullshit.
It's my special map.
How did you come upon this map, Gavin? Your world map.
I made it. There's a website, I forget what it's called, but I made it on there.
You didn't do like a
It's kind of-
George. You didn't do the George R. R. Martin thing and just flip England upside down.
No, I didn't do that. I actually did draw this one out.
Okay.
And it basically like you can just create the landmass and then like you can cut it up and make like water and stuff like that. So
Is
that's what
there
I
like
did.
a in-universe reason why the land is like split in half?
There is. You don't have to know it, but there
Okay.
is.
Just curious.
They tell you that he was seen last seen here.
Fucking hell, we were just there. Well, not just there, but like,
Where?
goddamn. Little fucking circle, bottom middle.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's a name. The name just popped up. High shear?
yeah, right here.
Is it? What is that?
I'm gonna focus things just so you guys. So High Shear, you would know. Well, you all would know. You've heard of this because there are specific capital cities.
Okay.
High Shear is the capital of the 10th province.
Oh,
If you guys want any further information, I need history check.
I will roll it. Fucking shit.
Unfortunately, you do not have any information.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
roll because I don't think Farina would have any idea.
Okay. Corey, you want to try it? Matt?
Of course, thinking about the rabbits.
Tell me about the rabbits, George. I don't know where Matt. I don't know where Core went, but but luckily Leo actually would have some knowledge about this. So Leo, you've heard about this. You've heard about this place. It is it is a city set on a cliffside, and at the bottom of the cliff that it is set on, there are a bunch of portals that open up every so often to the Nine Hell.
Wait, say that again?
So High Shear is a city that is set on a cliffside,
Mhm.
and at the bottom of the cliff that it is on, there are a bunch of portals that open up in this gulf to the Nine Hell, the demon portal.
Oh,
Aren't
fun.
most of the cities on plateaus?
Some are, not all of them are.
Oh, I
Depends
thought I
on
remember like basically all of them are because everything down below is so
no,
stupidly
some
hostile.
of them are on. Some of them are mountains. Some of them are plateaus. Some of them are giant trees. Some of them are cliffs. Just
But
depends.
we're just on the ground right now.
You guys are in a tree. You guys are up in a tree. Yakura's up in this large sakura tree.
The world tree.
Um, so High Shear, they have what's called the Devil's Gulch, which is this large canyon where basically demon portals will open up, and the inhabitants of High Shear basically have to fight them off. There are a bunch of warlocks actually that live there, especially hexblades. Like they basically will capture demons and force them into hexblades.
Well then, that's a pretty fucked up place for my dad to be.
And unfortunately, Leo with that roll. That is what you get with that roll. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, you have like, especially Sachi, you have no idea where your dad would be there at
Doesn't
all.
matter.
Sounds like
doesn't
a
matter.
messed up place.
We're still gonna go once we've settled everything with Farina and her cult.
Yes. we will.
Why don't sound so excited, Leo.
So, what was I gonna say? Um, so,
Everybody else needs their rewards still.
yep. I was about to say we were gonna go over the reward stuff. Would that be enough for Sachi?
I mean, if you're gonna offer more,
Uh, they'll give you. Do you want money? Do you want money, or do you? I have a few items that we were able to acquire.
sure, give me an
That
item. What's in the box?
so um, so we're gonna go based on what you guys roll, and we're gonna have you guys roll as we go for the magic items that they have.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna get something specific for Allie, so I'll handle hers next time. The rest of yours work, since you guys kind of don't have anything specific, it sounds like we're gonna, unless you have something specific in mind. But Sachi, one thing that picks up your eye is you see a ring, that the silver ring with two ram heads on the top of it.
Ooh.
I actually have a picture of this one. Um, so it looks like I put that in the chat.
Okay.
Core, I'm gonna give this to you because you're of what you are and with how
I am what
magical you are.
I am what I am. Yes, that is a very good description of me.
Um, this is a ring of the ram. So,
I think I know what that
this
does.
is, yeah, it's a rare item. And it does require attunement. You don't necessarily need to attune. You can choose whether or not you want to take it or anything like that. Um, so basically, this ring has 3 charges, and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing the ring, you can use an action to expend one of the 3 charges to make a ranged spell attack against one creature you can see within 60 feet of you. The ring produces a spectral ram's head and makes its attack roll with a +7 bonus. On a hit, for each charge you spend, the target takes 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you. Alternatively, you can expend one of the charges as an action to try to break an object you can see within 60 feet of you that isn't being worn or carried. The ring makes a strength check with a +5 bonus for each charge you spend.
I'd like it a lot better if I could use my own checks.
Well, I mean, it goes up. Like the bonus, I think, goes up.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah. The
bonus for
strength,
the strength check goes up. So
yep, the
like
strength
goes
check
up to +15.
goes up to what you want to use it for, but even the spell check is like mine is that a little bit higher than that. But whatever. Either way, I'll no sense in not taking it.
Well, that is what Sachi notices. Do you got? So we'll go around the horn. Leo, would Leo be interested in just money, or would he be interested in information or a magic item?
Well, Leo got the information he wanted. Besides, unless I know anything about his brothers, but that's secondary right now. He will browse the items. If he doesn't like the item, then he knows what else he wants.
Roll me a D100. I'm just gonna use the same. I'm actually just gonna use the same magic item table that Sachi got to roll on for this, just to make it easier on me. So you guys will get some pretty good items on there. Oh, go ahead and re-roll because none of you can use this item that you rolled. I'll go ahead and tell you, it rolled a Staff of the Woodlands, which is druid specific.
Oh.
So I'll go ahead and say, go ahead. Okay, 29. I want to at least give you guys stuff that you can use. That's not fair.
All right,
I'm not gonna be able.
McAfee. Time to hunt
That's
down
just
McAfee.
another thing to multiclass into.
Goodbye.
Hey,
Goodbye, McAfee.
so you see a sensor, CENSER, like an incense sensor.
Gotcha.
And for roll me an Arcana check, please.
Hey, I'm actually good at that now. Kind of.
I'll give that to you. It is a sensor of controlling air elemental. While incense is burning in this center, you can use an action to speak the sensor's command word and summon an air elemental, as if you had cast the conjure elemental spell. The sensor can't be used again this way again until the next dawn. So basically, you can summon a friend.
I'm
Yay.
I'm surrounded by my friends already. Clearly.
You can summon a new friend,
How
and
would
it's also not an attunement item, surprisingly.
How much do you have to spend on the or lighting it up?
You just need a. It just says while incense is burning in the sensor, so you can use pretty much any incense.
like all the time though? Was it like only once a day? Or?
It's only once a day. It's
What?
it's like a 6-inch wide, 1 foot high vessel that resembles a chalice with a decorated lid, and it weighs 1 pound. He actually gave me a description of what it looked like.
I also want a house.
There you go. A straight up picture of it. Not that one, but actually inside of it. Inside the link.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Put that in the chat.
I,
So it
I
looks
want to.
like this.
I want to roll. At the moment, I'm more interested in items and stuff that I can simply. Well, Core's more interested in doing kind of fiddling with his experiments than anything else right now.
Yeah. You guys don't have to like take the item that you rolled. You guys can choose to divide these how you want.
I've got bad.
That's a 9. Uh oh, okay. Um so that's interesting. Actually, you probably rolled something you would have wanted, depending upon what this rolls to. Uh in- what is core? Core prefers warhammers, right?
Well, at the moment, yeah, but I'm not necessarily too picky.
Do you have a weapon? Like, is there a weapon? Like, I'll go ahead and tell you it's a +2 weapon.
See, what am I using again?
You're using a +1 warhammer, I think.
Yep.
So this would be an upgrade, but it doesn't have to be a warhammer. You can use it. You can take a new weapon if you want.
Well, I'm proficient in all martial weapons, so
I'm just let's see, what would be fun? What would be fun? Because Core uses a shield, so he'd want something that can be used as one-handed.
mm,
Um. Oh, you know what? We'll just say we'll just say that well, well we did find this hammer, this war hammer. We noticed that you wielded such a weapon. This one is a little bit strong. It seems to be a little bit stronger, and it's this kind of like. It's also this hammer appears to be made of mithril.
oh, I can't say no to mithril.
Hmm?
Can't say too much no to mithril, although adamantine would still be preferred, but actually I forget what adamantine really does in 5th edition.
It just does double damage on objects. I think it's like I want to say like basically it does like critical hits on it. Let me read it. The adamant
Here in the
whenever an
DMG,
adamantine weapon hits an object, the hit is a critical hit. So
oh,
yeah, basic.
well, either way, mithril based in weapons just simply makes them lighter, so
Yeah.
doesn't anything else.
So yeah, so yeah, you have access if you want to take this. You have access to a +2 hammer.
Mm, doesn't hurt. Ooh, shiny.
Um, Farina, what about you?
Let's see an item, I guess. Sure.
Okay. 64. Oh, interesting. Um, it doesn't give me a description of what this looks like, so I'll make something up. You see this
Yeah.
like green jade ring that has like kind of a flat head and it has like carvings of different animals on it. Core, if you want to roll for me, Arcana,
Mhm.
or
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
this is a ring of animal influence. Um, so this one does not require attunement. The ring is 3 charges and it gains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing the ring, you can use an action to cast one of the following spells: Animal Friendship, Fear, targeting only beasts that have an intelligence of 3 or lower, and Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Um,
And
it might-
well, what counts as an animal?
so
Literally,
like
it's a type. So basically, what you would think of as a normal animal in our world is classified as an animal there. Anything that's beyond that is classified differently.
Right.
So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so
yeah,
like
owls, cheetahs,
or
yada yada yada.
yeah, so like your Raven familiar you could talk to, or Thor's hawk, and
Mm,
his well no the lizard
yeah, my
hound.
hawk. I was
Your
gonna say,
lizard
wait a
hound
minute,
is technically a monster, Steve.
yeah, I was gonna say it's like, wait a minute, no, my hawk is a familiar, but no, my hawk is not.
Yeah.
And then what about
Um,
like the uh, displacer, like that sort of thing?
the Placer beast, that is a monstrosity.
Right. So being a pet, it's not a it's not if it's a pet or not. It's just real world animals, basically.
Yeah, basically real world
Right.
animals. There's like
Okay.
a
Yeah.
couple that are kind of
So,
fantasy, but most of it's just real world.
what,
Um,
what was the first spell? Like, it was fear, speak with animals, and what?
Animal
I,
friendship.
I linked it. Animal friendship, fear, speak with animals. Fear can only be used on animals.
Yeah. So you guys can. Those are the items that they were able to gather in the basically in the day that you guys
Okay.
the
Yeah.
day that you guys did this job. So you guys are free to if you want to discuss how to split those up. I'm sure Core wants the hammer.
I've already collected the hammer.
I thought we were just keeping the ones we wanted, the ones we rolled for. But yeah.
I mean you don't have to. You can give them to like if you wanna if you see like so the items again were the ring of the ram, ring of animal influence, and the sensor of commanding air elementals. So controlling air elemental. Sorry. So for Sachi, Leo, and Farina, you guys can if you want to exchange them or if you want to keep them. It's up to you.
Are those all
Yeah,
attunement?
aside from the hammer, these don't look like specialized for any particular class, so we can just use
Yeah.
what we
So you
rolled, I guess.
they work for any of you. And they're not
Okay.
attunement either, so you don't have to use
Oh,
any slots for that.
cool. I will take the Rams.
Okay, so Sachi's gonna take the ring of the Rams. Uh, Leo and Farina, what about you two? Did you want to just take the ones you rolled, or do you want to exchange?
Uh,
Or
I'm fine with either way. So
I'll take the sensor, but I have another request as well.
okay, what is your request?
My father recently died, and I have a house down in my original town, all the way down south. I would like a house up here, and I'm sure recently people have died, so I'm sure you have some property open.
Well,
What did he say?
so he wants a house.
Because his dad died.
Yep.
That
Well,
makes sense.
actually, that was the other thing that I was meant to give you. There was a anonymous donor that gave us this, and she'll hand you. There's this bag. Um, Inside you find 2,000 gold, and it looks like the deed to a house here in Yokura.
Like for all of
Whose
us?
name is on the deed?
Yeah.
Uh, so all 5 of your names are on the deed.
Okay, but whose name is first on the deed?
Um, see, I'm gonna roll something.
Core. Core doesn't care.
Dang it, I rolled set. Actually, I'm gonna roll on screen. I think I can do a D5. Okay, I'm gonna roll a D6, and we'll
Just roll,
say
like, don't have to roll specific. Just roll a d5, like you said. You can literally just roll a d5.
I don't remember the
Flash
I don't
R
remember
space d5.
Flash R. Okay, so we'll say Core is 1, Farina's 2, Leo's 3, Sachi's 4, May is 5. Core.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Of course.
Core's looking at his hammer. Looks over. Okay. Look back at his hammer.
They will also give you each 500 gold.
Thank you.
Yeah. So go ahead and add. You guys can add 500 gold to your already burgeoning wallet.
Wait, this money's being saved up so I can make something that's so I can actually be a creator of life that's better than organic life, even if that is, well, by saying it out loud, it just sounds so much easier than it actually is. I want to create organic life, but mechanical. There we go.
Funny enough, May kind of looks over the deed. Wait, that's right next to my father's shop.
Irony.
Can I have a different house? I don't want to be near these people.
Too bad. Fun. I will say, at a game, I was gonna give you guys I was gonna give you guys a house. Like that was always gonna be the special reward. Um. So, um, we'll say that you guys head back over. And so I will go ahead and say this is not like a mansion or anything like that. It's a pretty sizable house. This house is probably about 2 stories high. Um, and it's probably about, let's say, about 2,000 square feet as far as space goes. Um, Very similar to a lot of these other. It has the same roof, like kind of like um, it has that same. What's that roofing style? I remember describing it. I probably have a description in so it has like those kind of like triangle shaped roofs. And um, it looks like it was recently renovated. Um, so like it looks like whoever lived in this house hasn't lived in a long time, but it looks like it was recently renovated to be a bit better. So it is an older house, but it is no.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've done that before.
Granted, Chrome is usually my secondary browser, but
But yep. So you
Core,
guys
Core walks in. This will be a great storage space. Oh,
how did
right.
the rest of you respond to that?
I mean, it's Core. What do we expect? Core doesn't sleep. What use does Core have for a house?
Sure.
And to be fair, it is his house.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
all of your house.
Yeah, but
Just
it's
because
Core's
his
house the
name is
most.
Yeah, mine's just
Hey,
first on the list.
It's our communism house.
But mine's the only
It's
one
fine.
that matters.
not true. Dang it! I'm tempted to re-roll.
You also know that Core doesn't really actually care. As long as
Oh,
Core
I
has enough.
know. I'm sure he's saying that just to bug Sachi.
Oh, I accept it.
But you guys go inside, and the first floor is kind of this large living space. There's also a kitchen. It's a pretty sizable kitchen. Pretty nice. The floors are all hardwood. And it has those those sliding it's like those sliding paper walls. I forget what they're called.
Yeah.
Old Japanese style. You know
Mhm.
what I'm talking about. Those are pretty much everywhere as far as doors go. Like there are no like open out, open in doors. They're just sliding doors and such. And when you guys go upstairs, there is one room downstairs, and then there are 4 rooms upstairs. So each of you get um currently there's nothing in the house as far as furniture goes. So you guys will have to um buy furniture and stuff, but you guys can um if you want to. Uh as well, um well, the as well, you'll notice something has been you look in the living space over to the side, you'll see kind of this arcane circle carved into the floor.
Ooh.
Um this you guys realize because you've used one before is a teleportation circle.
It is. That's true.
Yep. So
Where does it go?
Nobody knows.
here. I'll go ahead and give this to you like core. It's for here. So basically you can use the teleportation circle to teleport to other places. Um and you can
Yeah.
also this
Yeah, I
is
Is
how
it a
you
remember.
would
thing
get back
somewhere?
here.
Basically, in 5th edition, teleportation circle works in a way that you cast the spell on an area, and you can focus, or you can target a focus that you know that already exists for teleportation circle. So basically, this is just a focus that we can use to always come back here.
And you
Right.
can
Okay.
kind of yeah. So basically and you also do find a note on the kind of like the kitchen has a breakfast bar kind of area where it's like that large bar that bends out of the wall and has a few stools there for people to sit at. And there's a note on top. And the note reads, nice work on handling the Oni. Figured you guys would take care of it pretty quickly. Um, I will be back in just a few days. Probably 2 or 3. So hold tight, and I will be back soon.
Love,
Signed Metora.
love May. Wait, I thought May was right here with us.
May bought the house all along. May was right. But yeah, so you have real estate.
Free real
Um,
estate.
real estate. You guys also have about at least 2 days that you can use as downtime. Now I'll go ahead and tell you, like you guys can either like And because you have access to the Helm of Teleportation, you can get in between your ship in Novastone and here. So
Oh.
you basically can choose to spend your downtime however you want. So this is going to be mainly a downtime session. Does
Yeah, of
anybody
course.
have any like specific downtime they want to do?
Well, Core's specific downtime is just to continue working on his project.
Okay.
So, I mean, his is going to be nothing too exciting. Just kind of him once again locking himself in his room. The stereotypical.
Dr. Frankensteining the shit out of.
Yep.
Pronounce Frankenstein.
Although then again, I still have a bunch of the. No, no, the arms of the claws, the mechanical dragon I've used, the breath weapon device I've used. I still have the miscellaneous parts. I have the 10 control chips. I have the guard drake skulls I can probably still use. And I still have that centipede mech too.
Remind me where you're going with all of this again.
I don't know yet. I need to figure out what. Well, the mechanical dragon arms are my third and fourth arm, so those are already used. The breath weapon device, I think I
Became the
installed that on.
gun.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
installed
you
it into
made
your
a gun out of
gun.
it.
Yep.
The control chip,
So
I think I was planning on using to create effectively servants.
yeah, you would have to create. You can use those on construct typically. So if
You mean
if you wanted
slave?
to create your own constructs, which I'll go ahead and say, for future reference, constructs are going to take a long time to make. Those are kind of in a class of their own.
Well, I'm already am. Oh yeah, and then I have
Yep.
50 pounds of white dragon scales, bones, claws, and teeth. Those I have
Create
to.
the most
Those I really have to
fucked
try
up
and figure out what to
chimera.
use them for. Oh, and apparently 4 pounds of mithril.
Just create the most fucked up chimera you can think of.
It makes its own mechanical dragon.
Well, like I said, the actual mechanical dragon parts have already been added to me, so.
I know, but you take other stuff and you make your own mechanical dragon. You've got scales. It doesn't have to be a full size dragon. It just needs to be.
Yeah. Like I said, I have to think about this. For the time
Yep.
being, yes, I shall be continuing just to work on basically the core ex machina.
I forgot to ask, as far as the rooms in the house go, since each of you gets a room, who
Okay.
wants the room downstairs and who wants the room upstairs?
One upstairs room.
Oh,
Okay.
and apparently I have even more mithril.
So Sachi is in a room upstairs. Leo, where do you want to be?
Can Core even fit up the stairs? Like, is this a discussion?
Uh,
Don't worry,
call. That's
I was
actually
I was planning on using the room downstairs and turning into a little bit of a mini forge, or expanding out, or breaking down one of the walls to make it a full
oh
size forge.
no. Okay, so
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
we'll
I'm
say.
proficient with carpenter's tools.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Core is downstairs. The rest of you are upstairs. Do you have any preference if you want to be on like the front side of the house or the back side of the house?
Get the
Um.
back. I'm gonna hit it from the back.
Okay, so Tachi's gonna be in one of the backside rooms. Leo, Farina.
Leo doesn't care. Whatever room's left.
Okay.
What's left?
What'd you say?
What's left?
Well, you have three different rooms. You have one that's into the back, so you would be next to Sachi, or you could be across from Sachi or diagonal from Sachi. The two
Wait,
front.
you're close. You're close to Sachi.
Can we
I mean,
not
you're
be
all
close
going to
to
be close
Sachi?
to each other.
Can we not be close to Sachi?
I mean, the furthest one away would probably be the one that's on the front of the house that's diagonal away from Sachi's. That's probably the furthest one away.
Yeah,
And you wouldn't technically be next to Sachi.
yeah, but Farina doesn't really dislike Sachi. I guess. I mean, I was just playing it
Cool.
up.
Be cool.
Karina doesn't like Sachi? What?
No. She hasn't. She doesn't really dislike her. So I was just playing it up as a joke.
I know. I was just I figured, but
So I guess we'll take the one opposite.
opposite. Okay, so
Sure,
you want
why
to be
not? Yeah,
across the hall?
yeah, sure.
Okay. Yep. So Sachi, Karina is right across from you. Karina's at the front of the house. Leo, you can either take a back one or a front one. You can force May wherever you want.
Well, the way you've described it, I'll take the one farthest from Sachi. So,
Okay, so you're at the front of the house. You're diagonal, and then
Okay.
since Sachi hates me now.
For good
Sachi,
reason.
Sachi, you are next to May.
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
It's okay.
It's
May's
August.
That
close enough.
now that got me thinking about Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. It was a lot of fun.
I've heard good things.
It's really good. It's probably one of I've seen a few good movies this year, and that is probably I think that one is the best one I've seen. Kong and Godzilla X Kong New Empire was also really good, but Deadpool and Wolverine was probably like the best Marvel movie I've seen in a while.
It's not
Will say.
really a Marvel movie.
Is
I
it better
mean, it
than Iron
is.
Man 3?
Uh, I would say yes, considering I actually don't like Iron Man 3 that much.
Most people don't like it.
Well, okay, fun fact, I actually think the second Iron Man is better than Iron Man 3,
Well, it's
Iron
personally.
Man 3 is the best Marvel movie.
I
The
don't
only one
believe
that
you.
I want that I actually rewatch
Iron Man 3?
occasionally. Yeah.
Iron Man 3? Okay, we
Jeez.
gotta stop the session for a second. Iron Man 3? Not even the first one?
First one's by far the best of the trilogy.
Yeah.
Nah, it's pretty straightforward, I guess. But
Alright, well,
I I,
now I have to ask the rest of you,
I,
what is
I
your
like Ben
favorite?
Kingsley. That's why.
Oh,
Sure.
that's fair. Wait, he's also in Shang-Chi.
Is it? I haven't seen that one.
There you go.
Shang-Chi is actually one of the better Phase 4 movies. Like I will say. I think that was back when Phase 4 had just started, and like it was like we had gotten done with Endgame, and like that was actually one of the movies that actually did pretty well.
Mhm.
Um, now I have to ask the rest of you what your favorite MCU or not necessarily MCU. You can if you have any pre-Marvel like MCU Marvel movies that you prefer.
Not a big Marvel guy, to be honest. I've
Yeah, I mean,
watched quite a
I
few of
mean,
them, yeah, but
I've watched a lot of them, but the only
you
one I
know,
remember with any real accuracy is Iron Man 1 anyways, so...
My
I mean,
favorite is
I'm
Captain
not
America:
I'm not a
The
big,
Winter Soldier.
it's fair. It's a good one.
I mean,
That one's I
I'm
think
not a
the best
big
one.
fan either, but like my dad is, so I kind of watched
Yeah.
Yeah.
alongside him a bit. But
Mhm.
right now, I think I lean towards Multiverse of Madness.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
That's the one
kind of
everybody's shouting.
surprised. I didn't think it was that bad. I think it could have been better, but like I liked it.
Iron Man 3 I had to Google because I don't even fucking remember anything about it.
The Mandarin. But then Mandarin wasn't actually the bad guy, so it was a
That's that
bamboozle.
one? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the
nah,
Mandarin showed up in
it's
a
fun.
later
It's a
movie.
fun twist.
I mean, well,
I like it.
that's what happens in Shang-Chi, like the actual Mandarin. There is a real Mandarin, and he shows up, and he captured Ben Kingsley's character because he was pretending to be the Mandarin.
So, like, the original Guardians of the Galaxy or, like, Ragnarok were the most, like, fun movies.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that. I think Volume 2 of Guardians of the Galaxy is also really good.
Yeah.
Volume 3 I liked it, but I think I liked the first two better,
Oh yeah, I
personally.
think Guardians of the Galaxy is technically MCU.
And another thing I like about 3 is that the villain is the villain because Tony Stark missed an appointment.
Oh, I am the Mandarin.
No, the other guy, like the uh, scientist sort of guy, like
It's only 32. Supposed to, oh,
like
I don't remember his name, but
yeah,
I know.
his backstory is that he had an appointment with Tony Stark, and like Tony Stark never showed up, and then he got really mad about it.
I
He
mean,
decided to become.
that movie was basically The Incredible. I mean, if you really think about it,
Yeah,
that
I
character
guess.
was just Syndrome.
Yeah,
Which-
yeah. Maybe that's why I like it.
Anyways, we'll get back to the game.
The
Um,
Yeah.
Batman is the best Marvel movie.
Batman.
The Batman.
I will say that movie was good. It's not a Marvel movie, but that is a good movie. I haven't watched it in a while. I will say, I don't know if all of you have seen it. I don't think this necessarily spoils it. Where it ends, like it felt very long in the last half, like in the climax. Like I thought the movie was gonna end before that.
Yeah, I think most people have that opinion.
It just like kind of gets to this point where you think would be a natural ending, and then like to build up for a sequel, and
Mhm.
then it's just like, oh wait, we're still going.
Still very
Okay,
good though.
oh yeah, still good. I was very surprised that Robert Pattinson was a good Batman.
Never doubt Pattinson. Gavin.
The Twilight movies made me doubt him.
Great actor.
He is a great actor. It's just he had a bad hand being in those terrible Twilight movies. Um. Anyways, so Core's gonna be working during the few days before Morrow returns. Um. We'll go to Leo. What is Leo gonna be doing in the
yeah.
2 days that you guys get?
Actually, in all honesty, I'd probably, to make my life overall easier, I'd probably be working to expand the house to more my specifications for the forge, so then I can more easily make the. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna call it the core ex machina for this point in time.
Or Ex Machina. Okay, and you have carpenters. Do you also have smith's tools?
Correct. I am proficient with both.
Okay. Okay, we'll say I won't even make you roll checks with those. I'll say that you're not able to expand much in 2 days. I mean you're able to expand it a bit, the house a little bit. Now, the thing is, like, you guys have limited land space. Like, you have some like land, but like you're up in a tree, you're kind of limited.
Yeah, I'll use that a little bit as well, just to kind of hasten things where I can.
Oh, your Channel Divinity Artisan's Blessing? Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, Corey's just like during those 2 days, it sounds like a construction zone. It just you hear a random buzz saw, you hear a random screwdriver, you hear hammering.
How the hell did he? Wait a minute, you're telling me he invented these things just to expand the house? Why is that not the more exciting thing?
His hand can turn into a screwdriver. His hand turns into a buzzsaw.
It's like Big Hero 6, where it's like Baymax gets this one-time upgrade of basically searching the entire city in about 5 seconds. It is never mentioned again.
I mean, that was also like halfway through the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you have like an acetylene torch.
I mean, that I actually kind of do have. I have
You
the
kind
pyro
of do.
converter.
Yeah, you do. You just like start welding things together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Leo, what are you going to be doing with your downtime?
Leo is going to be making friends with his new air elemental buddy.
Okay, yeah.
Mostly.
So I'll get you kind of a picture of what what an air elemental looks like. And I think the spell, I'll have to look at what, well, hang on. We have the link to that item, so I can look up how long that
Uh,
spell lasts.
1 hour. You can call forth an
Does
elemental
it
servant.
really? Wow.
Choose an area of fire. Yeah, that was it's only air that fills a 10-foot cube within range. An elemental challenge rating 5 or lower, appropriate to the area you chose. Here's an unoccupied space within 10 feet of it. For example, fire elemental erupts from a bonfire, an earth elemental rises up from the ground, yada yada yada. The elemental disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or the spell ends. The elemental is friendly to you and your companions for the duration. Roll initiative for the elemental when it has its own turns. It'll obey any verbal command that you issue it. No action required. If you don't issue any commands to the elemental, it defends itself from hostile creatures, but otherwise takes no actions. If your concentration is broken, the elemental does not disappear. Instead, you lose control of the elemental. It becomes hostile towards you and your companions, and it might attack. An uncontrolled elemental cannot be dismissed by you and disappears 1 hour after you summon it.
Yep. So it's kind of this massive air and wind that kind of converges and to this form.
That being said, you don't have to concentrate on it, so it will always be
Yeah,
friendly.
because it's an item, you don't have to concentrate it, so it will always be under control. That is the really cool thing about this this item. So you can basically summon it, and you will never lose your control over it.
Okay.
But yeah, you kind of greet your big air buddy.
I summon it every night before bedtime and tell it to go stand inside Sachi's room.
Can you say that again?
I
Kevin was
said I
coughing
summon it every night before bedtime and tell it to go stand in Sachi's room.
Oh no!
It's just a new friend.
I call it Air Bud.
Yeah.
Please someone find Gavin's address so I can shoot him.
But yeah, so I will say you do Leo, you do have a visitor, or rather you get a little bit of a text message.
Okay.
Basically it reads, heard you got Gideon's location. When you can, see if you can do some investigation for me. Try to make sure that Sachi doesn't get to him first.
What if we get there at the same
And
time
then
because we're on the
smiley
same
face.
airship?
Well, you know, like, I mean, you never know. I mean, Sachi, to be completely honest with you, though, if you two got into a fight, I don't know who would win.
What
It
do you
really
mean?
would
He would
depend on.
he would obliterate me.
Yeah, but you also have Psychic Land.
Yeah, but if he he literally all he has to do is go first.
Yeah, but if you go first, you destroy him.
Yeah, and if he gets a bullshit
really
high
depends
roll,
on-
it doesn't matter. He has a clear advantage.
I mean, even so, he's gotten some really bad initiative rolls before.
Plenty of times.
But I think you only have a +5, right, Leo?
6.
Only.
I mean, even if
Mine is 6,
what-
so I have a
Mine's 6 too.
one
We're the
advantage.
same. We're the same.
Yeah, so pretty even there.
okay, so yeah, you guys
Roll
basically.
initiative real quick. Game. Yeah, see.
I
And then I'm
mean,
dead.
that wasn't much. Plus, Leo does not always hit his targets. Let's be real. He's gotten some low rolls before, so
Wasn't that?
Yeah.
Wait, so the 18? 18's the damage, or is that
Yeah,
the
but he has a
18
plus.
is it
He has a plus
to
12
hit.
though.
AC? Okay,
He
well
has a
then I'm
plus
see.
12,
At
but-
that point, my AC 17, so he already hits, and then I'm dead.
It's only 37 damage.
He's still alive.
Actually, there, I just fucked up.
Yeah, see? There you go.
Yeah, he still has another fucking hit, and then his fury blows.
I mean, that's assuming he decides to use it.
Well, of course he
He
would.
may not want to kill you.
And
He may
if
just
it
want
comes
to.
to that point, we would be.
Not to mention the fact that all he has to do is say, "I'm not doing lethal damage."
Yeah. Um. But so so you got that tech, and you also, well, the air elemental part only takes an hour out of your day, so you have more time if you want to do anything.
Is there any like library or place of information here that I can go like study?
So there is kind of a yeah, there is a library. It's up kind of near the city hall.
Actually, where I was going as well.
Let's see if I learn anything more about Highs here or Sachi's random father.
Okay. If you both are going there, I'd say for
Separately.
you, Leah,
Separately.
uh,
We're,
hmm?
we're going there, but separately.
Okay, you're going
But
separately.
at the same time, obviously.
Yeah, at the same time. We're just like, walking on like different sides of the streets.
Neither of them is looking at each other as they walk. They're just like,
I'm walking a little faster though.
Even the.
I used the mention door to get there early. It's quicker.
I mean, yeah, she beats you with that. So what? Okay, so you want to look up stuff on Haishir. Uh, roll me an investigation check.
Jeez.
Oh shoot.
I mean, should I also roll? Because I'm there for that and to research Great Old Ones if possible. Like
Okay.
information on them.
Then since he found the book that's on, I guess it depends on if he lets you look at the book.
No.
Yeah,
No?
I don't think so.
He has to leave at some point. Uh,
Or steals it.
roll me investigation. I'll say. Sachi.
Wow.
Crap!
Well then,
I found the exact same book. There's another copy.
You both do that thing where you find the same book and you both grab it at the same time and your hands touch.
Is this a love story?
Tashi
No.
blushes. Leo just decides to use his free hand to punch Sachi.
There must be something there that wasn't there before.
Yep, a bruise.
What's there is gone.
But I will say, Sachi, you also find some information on like Wolflop and
Oh,
kind
on
of
that
great
and
old ones.
yes.
Uh, so Leo, as far as the book that you find, the book that you find kind of details the things that you know about High Shear. And your chef Tech is actually from there, Sachi.
What was that?
By the way, your dwarven chef Tex is from
Oh,
High Shear.
very interesting. Okay.
It's a let me just I'll go ahead and tell you guys it's cowboy town.
Nice.
Um
A lot of chili. Nice, sure.
so basically what you guys read about High Shear is that like I said before, there's a canyon called Divil Gulch. Where a bunch of portals will open every so often to the nine hells, and demons and devils will basically come through. And the inhabitants, basically are a lot of them are there and handle, sealing up those portals and defeating those demons. A lot of times, those demons and devils are turned into hexblades. Um, but also, you also read that it's not just devils and demons that are turned into hexblades. There are actually like some people who were like born like people who die that decide that choose to have their souls transferred into a weapon.
It's pretty fun.
I mean they're very diligent about their job. So they so a lot of Hexblade Warlock often come from there. Tex told you before, Sachi, that his rival Clay
Clay,
uh
Yarden.
yep, Yarvim.
Mhm.
Clay Yarvim is a Hexblade Warlock. He tells you that his Hexblade is a frying pan called Lucille.
Is it a
Uh,
drawing pan?
sometimes I'll turn this frying pan into a drying pan.
Mhm.
One of the
Please give me his address.
I didn't make that up. That was from the Mewtwo Returns Pokemon movie.
Doesn't mean you have to repeat it.
I will say I was sad to hear that Misty and Jesse's original English voice actress passed away.
What's her name, Gavin? If you're so fucking sad about it.
I don't remember off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
that's fucking sad.
Rachel Lillis.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
She hasn't
Rachel,
even voice acted them since like 08, 07.
that's why I said their original voice actress.
Yeah. Oh, I
Um,
loved Shell and Showdown.
yeah, that was a really fun show.
Never watched it that much, just kind of here and there, but I don't know why it's just all of a sudden. Wait a minute, wasn't that guy from Shaolin Showdown also Clay? Yes, yes, he was.
That was one of the inspirations for that character, actually. Um,
I mean, Clay is like the gym leader from Unova as well.
yeah, and he's also a cowboy. Why is Clay just like okay? Anyways,
Only strong cowboy vibes for that name.
yeah. But you read about that's mainly kind of the stuff that you guys get on that. However, Dachi, you
Yes.
find a book that kind of talks about different types of warlock patrons, and when you go, and there is a large section about great old ones, and this is some heavy stuff because these are like eldritch beings, otherworldly beings. So there's not a lot of information on them. There's like a lot of like stuff that you can attribute to myths and just like stories. However, because you rolled a natural 20 and because you got a 27,
Mhm.
I'll go ahead and tell you, you do find something about this. You see a name that you recognize, the subscriber.
Son of a bitch.
So, what you read about the subscriber is that it says the being seems to have a glimpse on this world and others. He seems to have the ability to watch all these worlds, but also transfer people between them.
Hmm.
And he does not tend to connect with many people as far as giving them warlock powers unless they are entertaining to him.
Hmm.
However, there have been some stories where if a warlock of his starts to bore him, he gets rid of them.
He changed the channel.
Yep, basically.
Yeah.
So basically what that tells you, I'll go give this to you. If a certain warlock isn't as interesting to him after a while, that's going to be the end of that.
Oh, Leo. What have we done?
Take that
He'll
as
just
you
lose
would.
his powers, right?
Leo would lose his powers. There's a chance. So like basically, if a pact is broken between a warlock patron and the warlock no longer has their abilities. All their magic and all that is just gone.
That's kind of fine.
That's not too horrible, I guess.
So that can come about by either a warlock breaking the pact or the patron ending the pact.
Have I used my magic for
Sometimes.
anything besides like memeing?
Hmm?
I said, have
What was
I
that
used
question?
my magic for anything besides like memeing so far?
You attack people with illusion blast, but I mean, it's mainly been memeing. But yeah, so it sounds like he might do. It sounds like he may do more stuff, but um, it does talk about there are few warlocks known that associated with this person.
Are they
Um,
alive?
there is one name there of a warlock
Oh,
that you recognize.
that I
Gideon
recognize.
Brasler.
So
Gideon
that's
Brasler.
that's that's my father's name. What?
Here, that your dad might have been a warlock.
Like Leo?
Hmm.
A stinking Leo? I
Sachi,
was assuming.
you keep saying my name out loud in the library. What's wrong?
No, I'm just reading, just thinking.
Do it quietly. You're being rude.
Leo's just like, I can't believe Leo's the old librarian that just shushes Sachi.
It's not that surprising.
Was there anything else you guys wanted to find in the library?
No, I can't. Don't think there's anything else that I would look for.
Okay. I'll say that does take him. The research does take a little while for you guys. Like, it takes some time to find these books. Um, but I will say, Leo, if you have anything small that you want to do, otherwise,
Not that I know of. I don't think so.
okay. Sachi, did you have anything else that you wanted to do besides your research?
Yeah, but it's not really small though.
I mean, you haven't done anything else besides research, so we can make it
Sure.
work.
Then I would take the helm. What's it's called? The helm of transportation.
Teleportation, yeah.
Yeah, I would take that, and I would go back to Novastone.
Okay, so you're gonna borrow. Are you gonna? Because I think May tuned to it, right?
Oh, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm
do
gonna
you?
borrow May then.
Okay, so you're gonna borrow May. That's fine.
Yeah.
May will be happy to. We'll just say May will be happy to assist.
Yeah, if
So,
I can do anything
uh,
else.
not that you know of.
Your dad can
Maybe she's
fucking.
spending time. Maybe
Your
she's spending
dad
time with her
and your
dad.
friends. Listen, they've known you for fucking. How old are you?
I actually don't know how old May is. I'll have to ask
At least 20.
Allie.
At least 20. So they've had 20 years of time to spend with you.
Now it's my turn. It's time for approval.
Exactly.
Farina, before they do their thing, did you want to? I know you haven't said what you're gonna do yet. Did you want to accompany them? Did you have anything in Novastone you needed to do?
What are they doing?
They're teleporting to Novastone
Yeah, but
really quick. I
yeah,
don't
but
know.
what?
Uh,
No,
uh,
no.
okay.
What
No.
I'm gonna try to follow the plot, I guess. I'm gonna try.
Well, we have to wait for
Well,
her, right? I mean, what's there to follow?
Yeah,
yeah.
But I'm gonna like try. I guess try and look for any clues. I guess,
Yeah, we'll get into that.
and and the places to start would be, I guess, some sort of government authority that's here. Then the local temples, because they might be aware of like another cult that could have popped up here. They might be or might not be, and then I get obviously like the underworld sort of crime
Okay, yeah.
criminals that
Um,
might be.
Find that.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get to that right after Sachi's other thing.
If we can come back to
We'll
Leo,
get
Leo
to
has
your...
one thing to when you get done with Sachi. That's
Okay.
all.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Sachi, what were you wanting to do?
Well, since I know that Tex Stone Spicer is from High Sheer, I want to just ask him some questions about it. His hometown.
Okay. Yeah. So you and May teleport back to Novastone. It feels as weird as the first time that you went.
How long's it been?
It's only you guys have only been there like a day or two.
Oh, wow. It's like we never left.
Yep.
Like going home.
Yeah, basically. Um, and you go to the guild hall and you find Peck there, kind of eating this large burrito.
Oh, did you make that, Senor Tex? Or where'd you get the
Uh,
burrito from?
oh, Silverstrong made this one for me. I mean, I love to cook, but sometimes it's nice to have something that somebody else makes for you.
That's fair. So I recall Tex Stone Spicer
Yeah.
Tex. You were from High Sheer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's my hometown.
What do you got for me?
What do you mean?
Give it to me.
Give
Yeah.
the burrito?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, here you go. He gives you the burrito.
Oh, I don't want the whole thing. Now I feel bad. Here, take the burrito back.
Okay, it takes it back.
What do you know about High Sheer?
Well, there's a lot of demon portals and devil portals, a lot of
How does
warlock.
it strike me as you're not really a fighter, Tex. How'd you survive? You
Oh,
cook.
well, I cooked for all the people that were doing that job. Like,
Ah,
cooking
okay.
cooking is really important there, because like
Imagine.
you gotta make sure that those that are fighting for the town are well fed.
That's true. Is there? Well, we plan on making an excursion to High Sheer at some point. I need. Apparently, my father was last seen there.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah. So, I mean, you're part of the crew, obviously. So you're going to be coming with us. We're going to be going back to your hometown.
Oh, well, sounds good. I'm looking forward to that. It's been a while
Yes.
since I've been at the old homestead.
Yeah. Is there? But like, obviously, a lot of fucking demon portals and shit. Is there anything I should have to prepare in advance, or any tips that you could give me?
Well, fire is kind of a trick. I would go ahead and recommend fire is not going to be super useful against any demons or devils that you encounter.
Hmm.
A lot of them tend to have resistances, so I believe your friend Core specializes in fire. He
Oh.
may not be able to do as much with that.
Okay.
But on the flip side, radiant is pretty useful against those things. So your friend, well, actually Core, as well as your
I was gonna say, yeah, I specialize in 2 elements.
Okay.
Your friend Core specializes in fire, but that radiant damage, well, your friend Core specializes in radiant.
Well,
um,
that's good to know.
Core and May should be pretty useful.
Mm.
Oh, hi May. Hi.
Yeah, she's right here. You didn't really say hi to her. You didn't offer her the burrito.
Well, 'cause you're my boss.
We're coworkers. We're friends.
Well, I know, but you pay me.
I do. I do pay you. You haven't seen the storm chaser since I've been gone, have you?
No, they've been gone for a little while. I heard that they were going to the 6th province.
I
Something
hate,
about doing some investigative work there.
listen, I hate them just as much as you hate Clay Yarvin.
Yarvim.
Yeah, that's what I said. So listen, we ever see them, it's on site. We're gonna fuck them up. And we're taking Ella back. We're saving her.
All right, I will let them know.
Well, don't let them know. Why would you tell them that in advance?
You said if I see them, they'll tell them that.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay. Well, don't note that. That's just what we're gonna
Tell them. Don't actually tell them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, thank you, Tex. We're still kind of doing our own thing up in buttfuck whatever the hell. We killed an Oni, and we should be back eventually, maybe. Leo might die. We don't know.
Well, sounds good. Hope to see you back soon.
Sounds good. Tex.
Uh, So, this wasn't gonna happen until you guys came back to Nova Stone, but somebody does call out to you, Sachi. Sachi, I need to have a word. And you see Silverstrong.
Strong. Hey, pal. What's up? Hey.
He doesn't. You don't even have to insight. He does not look happy. And this guy is usually pretty jovial.
What's with the frowny face, buddy?
So it came to my attention recently that while your group was in Meadow's Den, that besides the incident with the halfling, you all might have you took a job for a hag to round up some chickens and you ended up killing the job poster?
It's not a we thing. Leo killed the hag.
Really?
He did. And I'm
Well-
not even lying. And I'm not even lying about that. I lie a lot. I do. But like this time, I'm not actually lying.
I lie a lot. Roll deception.
Do you happen to know the reason why he did that? Was it
He's a
prompted?
psychopath.
It wasn't really prompted, and I hate defending the fuck because Jesus Christ, he's terrible.
He kind of raises an eyebrow. He doesn't have eyebrows, but he kind of raises one of his frills, just like
but
l-
yeah,
like literally not long ago you were in love with him. Like
Well-
everybody knew that.
well, love changes. People change. I change. Leo changed. But that's not the point. She was like a bad person. What, like water? What was she?
So from what you remember, she was mainly just like wanting her chickens to be rounded up. She was a little rude, but
She's an
like
asshole, but she was masquerading as a human, but really she was a hag, right?
that's that's what I was told.
Is that a bad thing? Aren't hags like bad? Not good? No bueno?
Not necessarily. It
He was
just
an
depends
evil
on the
hag
hag.
rounding up and raising demonic chickens. He was a demon worshipper.
Yeah,
Well,
not here, but she had demon worshipping tendencies. If you want to see her heart, I have it.
I have not exactly thrilled with you all because from what I found out from another group that recently
Which
did
group?
a job there,
Who's this other group?
some new members of the guild. They don't have a
Hmm.
name yet.
Hmm.
So they discovered that the meat of the abyssal chickens,
Mhm.
when eaten by other creatures, has the potential to put a curse on them that turns them into chickens.
Ah, that's how they reproduce, huh?
Well, they don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't turn
So-
them into actual abyssal chickens. It turns them into like earth chicken.
Oh,
Oh.
that's cool.
I was gonna say, so it's a good thing we didn't go hunting the abyssal chickens. We would have been hunting the halfling. Or sorry, the half human.
So basically, a lot of the townsfolk there and some other there's a bunch of there's a bunch of animals that have been turned into chickens. Let me put it that way.
That's very
So
unfortunate.
now I have
the those half
and it's
humans are
also
definitely good animals.
plus the blood of those abyssal chickens has put some curses on some of their farmland. So now we're
So,
having to.
listen, I didn't want to kill the hag when we first started, but from what you're telling me, these abyssal chickens are bad news. If anything, it might have been a good thing that we killed the hag. Well,
Huh?
specifically Leo, who killed the hag.
Yeah.
Yes, but you were you
All
left
he's hinting
you
at is
left
that
the
he wants us to go back. Because we did such a good job, we need to be hired back there again.
I guess Core did actually come with me. Hey, Core, I didn't know you were here.
Yes, Core is with you in spirit.
No, I don't want you 5 to go back
Who
there.
are you talking to? Why'd you say that? Who are you responding to?
I don't know anymore. Um,
If
but the thing
Core was
is,
actually more of a trickster, you'd be casting like sending and just talking that way.
because you let the chicken, because a number of the chickens were roaming, and plus you kind of just left the bodies there that you killed.
We didn't really kill any chickens. They
You
were kind
killed
of strong
15
for
of
us.
them.
You seem more
Oh, we did?
pressed. You seem more
You
angry
did.
about the chickens than you do about all the
I'm mad
halflings killing
about the
themselves.
fact. I'm mad about the fact that basically desecrated land was created, and we're
Mhm.
basically having to send clerics to go clear it up.
That's it. And listen.
Also, I don't appreciate you all killing people unprompted.
Again, this was Leo. Leo did both these things. Also, Core did help with the killing the halflings. But Leo did help for both of those.
All I'll have to say is the next time you all are all back, please tell Core and Leo come straight to me. I have to. Well,
Give him a bit of a spanking.
punishments have to be given.
And I fully support it, our dear leader.
All right.
And Core will
Alright.
never set foot in Noah Stone again.
Core's just like, I don't want to be punished. Well, no, but here's the thing: would Sachi warn them?
No.
And besides, Core doesn't think he did anything wrong. He acted in self-defense.
That doesn't mean that other people don't. That doesn't stop him from giving you punishment.
No, but Core can try and convince him that the half-humans were worthy of punishment.
You can certainly try.
That I very well might.
Oh,
Core,
what's your persuasion?
probably +0.
No,
Uh-oh.
that's the car.
1d4.
Oh no,
Plus 1d4 because I do have guidance.
Bashar, wake up!
Mhm.
Oh my
The funny thing
goodness.
is, right now I actually have on some like relaxing music in the sidelines, so it almost sounds like Char fell asleep to my music.
My goodness. Well, was there anything else you needed to do while you were in Nova Stone, Sachi?
Sure. I'm gonna use sending and talk to my good old friend Johnny Two Shoes.
Johnny Two Shoes.
What's the halfling's name? I don't remember.
Oh shoot. Hang on. He's on the list of people. He was on one of the applicants.
The list of friends.
Peter Tea Leaf.
Yeah, Peter Taylor or Petra. Well, I guess he's Peter. Back to Peter.
Yeah, he's back to Peter. He was Peter, then Petra, now Peter.
Eh,
Peter,
that's next.
Peter from
That's next.
Peter.
Yeah, I'm gonna use sending though.
Okay, you're sending.
How long has it been since we last spoke? Would you say?
It hasn't been that long. It's probably been like a few days.
Okay. All right. Here's my sending message. Hey, Peter. It's Sachi, your girl, your bestie. Just checking in. We were gone for a bit, but wanted to see what you're doing.
He will respond. Do an investigation, like you asked.
Oh.
And is one of the words.
Okay.
Heard that your buddies Leo and Core were in trouble with Guildmaster. Some new group with Goliath, Wit, Cleric, goblin, and that's the end.
Is that the group that
That is the
the
those are
aforementioned
the
group?
yep. That is the group that basically handled that job and basically reported you guys.
All right, I'm gonna send
Hey,
one more sending back.
Okay.
Next time they're back in town, hassle them a little bit. Obviously, don't kill them or hurt them, but give them a hard time.
Can do. Will cause as much hassling as I can when I see them.
Perfect.
Good luck with the job.
He's such a good guy.
So you cast sending to Peter.
Mhm.
Um,
I
would
think
that be basically all that you would head? Okay, so you guys head back.
Yeah.
All right, Leo. What was since Kashar fell asleep?
I also wanted to look at what the fastest way to get to High Shear would be, and also is there like a drugstore in town?
Okay. I will say that there is kind of a drug, like, I'm assuming you're meaning like standard pharmacy kind of thing.
Sure, I don't know. Maybe.
Um, so as far as like where you guys are at currently, Nova Stone is probably about let's see, like 90 feet. So it's about if you were going from Nova Stone, let's see, so I do this by like 5 feet, so 90 divided by 5. That would be about 18 days of skyship travel to get there from there.
Nice. Not too bad.
Can
So
I
that'd
just?
probably be your fastest way.
I said we can't find or discover any like teleportation stars nearby or anything like that. Circles.
I will say you're not able to find anything. I mean, you'd have to find somebody that would have that information, and nobody here has that information. I'm gonna go ahead and say that.
Okay.
But you do find kind of like a small little old, like old-fashioned pharmacy, kind of like not like a super high-end pharmacy, but like kind of like they make like natural medications and stuff.
Okay.
Um,
Shopkeeper person.
it's a little old human lady. Yes, what can I do for you, Sonny?
I'm having trouble sleeping. I need some significant sleeping medication that is like guaranteed to knock me out for multiple hours.
My goodness. Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
I didn't knock him off the call. I'll
I
go
mean,
ahead and say he just
you can't.
I can't.
You
Did
can't.
I not?
You can't. You don't have that power.
I'm sure I could figure that out.
We need to be on an actual Discord.
Right. Oh, that's fair. So I wonder what happened. Did his like computer lose power or something?
Maybe.
Oh well,
Possible.
because he's not on roll 20 either.
His power might have went out.
Maybe. So, um, I think there is a specific type of. Is that? So they do have hang on, let me see if I can. I'm trying to find I'm trying to see if there's like any specific specific item or like like a specific like kind of medicine. Because I think because there is I'll go ahead and say and you would have heard of this. there is drow poison, which is basically like you poison yourself, but you can knock yourself unconscious. But I'm trying to find something a little bit more legal.
Okay.
Not have like consumable. Do. I mean, there's always alcohol. They tell, well, some nice warm milk before bed often helps you to go to sleep.
Good point.
Yeah, but it's to make sure I stay asleep.
Is there anything? So you're wanting to knock yourself, like you're wanting to be like out.
As far
No.
as my story right now is concerned, yes.
Well, and she kind of looks around. I do have one thing, and she pulls out a vial of this like dark purple liquid. And and weirdly enough, her eyes were squinted before, but now her eyes are open, and she looks like way sneakier. This is drow poison. If you take it, you can. If you take it, or if you give it to someone, or if you take it and you fail enough, it will knock you unconscious. So basically, if you get a low con save while drinking this drow poison, it will basically render you unconscious. And so it'll only last an hour, but if you took enough, you could potentially knock yourself out for a while.
Like the whole vial I have to use, or how
Oh.
much?
So it's
You
basically
would need
this
more than a
world's version of
vial.
melatonin.
Or how
Yeah,
much
basically.
she's selling?
Let me see how much is that. Oh shoot. Well, it's a bit on the pricey side around here. I would say I can get you a bottle for 300 gold.
How many nights should a bottle work?
So he'll say that it would probably last you about a month. If you're like so long as you were like, not like drinking too much of it.
How many bottles do you have?
Chug, chug,
Um,
chug, chug, chug.
I'm gonna roll a d4. See how many she has. He has 4 bottles.
I'm about 4.
Okay, that is a
1200.
total of 1,200 gold. Do you have that?
I do. I have like 5,000.
Oh my god. Okay.
Did you really ask if he has 1,200?
Some of you spent gold on potions
That's
recently.
such
I don't
a
know.
pulp.
I did. We still
Potions
have.
are worth nothing.
I'm just saying, like, you guys have spent some money. I didn't know how much you guys spent. Okay, she will hand you these large, like, milk jugs of dark purple liquid. Be careful, darling. This can be Be careful not to drink too much. And also, technically, this is illegal, so don't let the
That's
cops
okay.
see you. Don't be a narc.
I'm not. They'll be in my bag of
Don't be a
holding
narc.
where no one will see.
Are you a narc core?
Or is with you in spirit.
There's only one person in our. There's only one person in my group I think would be a dark, and she's not here right now. So,
Yep.
Yeah, I would assume May is the narc.
yeah, 100%.
I mean, I could kind of see. I could see Sachi doing it just to mess with you.
After we
I-
discuss this.
Or would not care. As I always say for a lot of things.
Farina is kind of a weird case because it depends on what you're using. It really just renders things unconscious when it poisons. Like it doesn't like do damage. It is specifically sleep based. What you would know about drow poison, so like you know that elves like drow, who are like dark elves, can't go to sleep normally. Like they typically don't sleep. They go into a meditative stance. But if they wanted to like this poison was developed by the drow in order to like basically if they had any targets that were also elves, they could use that poison to knock them out without having to actually like fight them. So
Good doing business.
yep. So now you have 4 milk jugs of poison.
Jugs?
Like milk jugs, yeah.
Jesus.
Like these are gallon milk jugs.
How the hell is he carrying? Oh, I guess he could put it in his bag.
I mean, he's pretty strong. Oh yeah, I mean, he has a bag of
No,
holding.
but I mean, so it's not so the cops aren't seeing him walking down the fucking street with it.
He just puts them in his pizza box.
I know. Fair.
So I will say, well, without Farina, now that Farina's gone, we can't do that part of it.
What was the part? What did she want to do again?
Tishar wanted to do some investigation. Farina wanted to do some investigations on the cult
Yeah.
here.
My brothers.
Yep, stuff like that. We'll probably have to do that next time. This is probably gonna like we're probably not gonna go on much longer just because like just because we're missing people and this is kind of an in-between session.
That's fair. Next session will be the where things start to happen.
Yeah, you guys are about to get into plot. But I will say about 2 days passes. And then who out of the 3 of you, which one of you would be awake? Well,
Core.
wait,
Core.
Well, then again, considering I'd probably be building almost all night, they might be awake too.
They might. Well, I mean, technically, well, okay, Leo, what is your plan with the drow poison?
What do you think?
That's really your purposes.
Who do you think's gonna take the drow poison?
I mean, it sounded like Leo was gonna drink it himself.
Okay, but come on.
It has its purpose in the future.
It makes Core go to sleep.
That would actually be an interesting without actually working.
Well, okay, it
I'm in
technically
standby mode.
can work. Problem is, Core has advantage on that saving throw because it is a poison. So, and he has resistance to poison, and he has advantage on saves against being poisoned.
Does that mean does he have resistance against like getting drunk or alcohol? I guess.
Yep. He has resistance. Like that's why he can drink so much.
Sure.
I'm looking ahead to High Shear. I'm looking forward to there. So.
Okay. But Core, you're currently like it's very early morning. Like the sun hasn't even come up yet. What's your passive perception?
17, I think. Give me a sec. My
Yeah,
character
you're good.
decided to close.
You're totally good. I gotta make a roll.
No, I take that back. That's too low. My passive perception is 23.
Well, surprisingly, you actually caught this. Like even with their high stealth, I rolled really low.
And the funny thing is, I'm not even proficient in perception.
Yeah, I know, right? You are kind of working on some stuff. You're trying to be quiet because unfortunately the meat bags have to sleep. Have to do that thing called slap.
I know. Just one more reason why they are the weakest link.
Yeah, I know. But as you're kind of working, you hear at the front door, you hear a floorboard creak. What do you do?
Mm. Everyone else should be. Or what time of day is it again?
It is like before the sun has risen. It is like kind of still. It's like probably like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Mm. Very well. I shall grab my new hammer and test it out. Basically, just walk
Um,
into the main room, hammer kind of on my shoulder, all forearms visible.
as you walk into the other room, you see Mara. Sorry, did I?
Mara was
Mara is
the.
the Azamar that is the daughter of the Raven Queen.
Oh yeah, that's what I figured. But
I think the indifference.
oh
That's the exact same way Cord reacts. So
yeah, of course. It's Haley. Oh, it's you. Just walks
Yeah,
right back into his room and closes the door.
unfortunately, apparently that floorboard is squeakier than I remember. Sorry, just got back. One thing that you'll notice on her is she has a few bandaged wounds on her.
Oh,
Um, uh, well, I can wait until the others wake up at least.
were you looking for healing?
No, I'm good. I appreciate it though. I can rest. Nothing I can't handle.
Okay.
Add a few new scars.
Cord starts walking away.
Core's like, okay. Core's like, I was ready to charge you for healing, but
Exactly.
that'll be $100. What is a buck? I want you to go hunt 100 deer. I need their antlers for my machine. Um, who would between Leo and Sachi, who would be up first?
oh, Sachi.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a
Sachi,
cat.
Okay.
Sachi,
Happening, yeah, go ahead.
a couple hours later, you walk downstairs and Mara sitting in the floor, kind of in a meditative stance.
Did I try sneak past her without disrupting her?
If you roll me a stealth check,
Oof, Jesus.
passive perception.
It's higher than 11, I'm sure.
I probably wouldn't hear that over all the noise he's making.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't have perception proficiency, but she has a +2 in wisdom. So yeah, you just lost your passive perception. Like she has a 12.
Ah, fuck.
Like you're trying to sneak down the stairs,
Hmm.
and then the last stair squeak, and she opens her eyes and looks up. Good morning.
Oh. Mara! When did you get here?
Just now, a couple hours ago.
Oh. We killed that
And
Oni.
I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Good on you. And you see that she's got some like bandages on her arms and torso.
How'd you get so fucked up, man?
Well, let's wait until your other friends get up, and I'll explain.
Okay. Did you last time we spoke, Mara? I asked you if you could find any information on my father getting Brassley. Did you end up finding anything, or do you want to wait till next session so you could come up with some more exposition?
I did hear a little bit of information. I heard he he was doing some. I heard that he went to a place called High Shear,
Damn it! Wow, thanks. I knew that already.
but I also found out the reason why he went there.
Oh, well, what was the reason?
Seemed to be he seemed to be researching the hex blades that are down there.
Hmm.
From what I learned, from what I overheard, one of my agents overheard, he seems to be studying different types of warlock patrons.
Different what?
Warlock patrons.
Interesting.
He seems to be trying to almost like from what I was told, he seems to be trying to kill a warlock patron, like a great old one.
Yeah, I know which patron, which great old one he's trying to kill. I met
And that's
him.
all that's all I could get. That's all I could get, but hope that helps at least.
It does. Thank you, Mara.
Of course. Um, yeah, I was able, but I was able to find where the other cult location is.
Ah, did you find the turtles? I guess we should wait for the other fucks.
Um, I will say it's probably like not long after that, Leo. You wake up.
Okay, that's fair.
Um, and Leo, you kind of go downstairs and you see. I doubt Leo's trying to be stealthy or anything.
No.
Leo, you go downstairs and you see Sachi and Mara talking. Oh, there you are.
All these squeaky fucking floorboards. You'll never shut up.
And I will say Farina and May also join in. Um, so I was able to figure out at least I was able to find the general location of where this other group is.
His brothers are.
Yep.
Mhm.
Apparently they definitely noticed you. Um, I was able to do a little investigation with some other agents, which fortunately those other agents are no longer alive, which is why I'm kind of beat up.
Oh no.
There are a lot of them. Also, they're they're very much coming after you, Leo.
That's fine.
Um,
Oh,
there's
because they were like, why?
well, all I heard was that they were looking for that they heard about a turtle that helped kill an Oni
Mhm.
and that killed the Oni, and they were
Oh,
going after that turtle.
I mean, we all killed the Oni.
And now we all killed the enemy, but before it was just mostly Leah. Okay.
Well, from my understanding, from what we've done research on, portals try to stay out of this area. Apparently there has been a situation where a lot of turtles that come up here tend to get murked.
Oh.
Um, and I guess the reason why was because a certain someone, uh, they were after Leo.
Are they just
But
killing every? Are
So
they just killing every
they're
turtle?
racist. They can't tell the turtles apart, is what you're saying.
apparently,
So they just keep. It's like whack-a-mole. They just keep killing fucking turtles until they kill the right one.
pretty much,
It's pretty fucked.
yeah.
So they might kill me and still not know it. They'll just keep killing them.
It doesn't seem like a very efficient plan.
I mean, I don't know who's in charge around there. It's not. I mean, the high priestess sends them orders, but like, I don't know. I wasn't able to really get in. I'm actually gonna need you guys' help with that. Place is really well. The area. I didn't even get to where their actual like temple was, because like the area, like they all of a sudden just kind of burst out of the woods and started attacking us.
To infiltrate the main the main cult location. Surely this can't be that much more difficult.
Well, it's kind of in a. I mean, the part of the problem is that we are going to have to go there on foot. And she's going to pull out a map. Um, and I'm going to use, since I can't get rid of it, we're going to use it for the game. Can't get rid of this drawing. We're just going to use it.
I really don't.
She's
It,
gonna
it,
say
it was there when you turned it on at the very beginning. I don't know who drew it or how it got there.
I really don't think it was me.
I can't get, well, like, it won't let me get rid of it, so I don't know what happened, but we're gonna use it.
Okay.
She will basically point out this general area and
Hmm.
say, this is kind of the general area that the temple is likely in. So it's gonna be, and unfortunately, well, we're gonna have to walk. Wait, does she have teleportation? I think she does, actually.
Didn't you say each square is how many days?
Uh, each square is a day, but
days.
I did,
So,
yeah,
like
but she has
however
teleport.
long.
She has
Okay.
teleport. I just looked up that she has teleport spell.
So we're not walking.
Yeah. Well, so long as my teleport doesn't go out of whack, I've been there before, so I can at least take us back to where I was before. We can do some investigating work, but we're gonna have to find what's going on there. And Leo, I did see your brothers actually.
Were they trying to murder you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were they also turtles?
Yes. She just kind of looked at you this like.
I don't know. Well, they could be half brothers.
How did Leo respond to that question?
It's just a light.
So
Little sideways jab.
they did. Yeah. Um. They seem to be pretty skilled, but hopefully you can fight them.
I thought we were gonna save them.
Well, we're either going to show them the error of their ways and why they're wrong, or we're going to murder them.
They're your brother, your blood.
Yeah, but if they've been brainwashed and they're trying to kill me, I'm not going to obviously let them kill me.
Well, they're clearly brainwashed, and they're gonna want to kill. They've been killing so many other fucking turtles that just trying to kill you.
Yeah, well, now they're going to try to kill me, exactly. And so now we can knock them out and do what we got to do.
Okay. If only there was some sort of sleeping potion that can knock them out.
That's too bad that there's not. It's funny you would say that out of nowhere while we're just sitting here in the group.
I would just spitballing ideas.
I'm surprised there isn't like an item called Potion of Sleep.
It's close.
But well, whenever you guys are ready, I think we'll.
I'm ready
get
right now.
together.
Let's go.
All right, let's get everybody together, and I think that is going to be where we're going to end the session.
Okay.
I think that's a good place to stop. And what we'll do next session, hopefully Allie will be back with us, and hopefully Tashar will be awake.
Fingers crossed.
We will go over kind of what they decided to do during their downtime, and then we'll get back to the scene and have you guys start doing your the task that you came to the fourth province to do.
What was the task?
So the task was basically you guys are trying to, I mean, you're trying to get Leo's brothers, but also deal with the second compound.
Yes, but why are we doing the second compound again? Because they stopped following the way of the goddess or whatever.
So basically it's a secret compound where basically males are being trained, because like Karina did not know about that males were being inducted into the cult. It was an all-female cult. And so basically this group is like a bunch of assassins, and if you guys can basically get I mean, I'm assuming the idea is basically that like you guys are trying to get the brainwash broken, at least for Leo's brothers, so that you guys have some help dealing with Farina, like the other temple, and basically taking the high priestess down.
Okay.
But yeah, that was good. It was good to get back to the session, even if it was kind of just a shorter session.
I feel like good progress was made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like downtime sessions in D&D. Like, yeah, like you're not doing like heavy plot stuff, but like I wish I was in more games where we actually got to do downtime stuff. Um, where I get to like kind of like you guys get like a few days to like do some stuff. I don't get to. I have not been in many games. I'm not. I don't think I'm hardly in any games that I actually get downtime like on a regular basis.
More
So.
action focused.
Well, a lot of the ones that I'm in are like there's at least like 3 games that I'm a player in that it's a module based. I am in a game on Sundays. I'm actually in a weekly game now. That we get some downtime, but I only recently entered the campaign, so we haven't gotten back to the safe country yet. We're in the basically a country that is similar to a mix of Rome and North Korea.
In
And
North Korea.
and basically like there's slavery and stuff like that, as well as just like uh basically these people are have messed up views of justice.
I can imagine in a world
Like,
that's a mix of Rome and North Korea.
yeah, well, they're like basically citizens are not allowed to leave the country, so we have to sneak them out. Um, there's a group of assassins called the Fangs, and they're all named after snakes. Um, everybody has to be in the military from like ages 17 to 20. Um, and then like uh, what is it? Uh, slaves have to fight in arenas, and they can try to gain their freedom on certain holidays. And we're about to like have to deal with this one holiday where basically like our monk, in order to save her mentor, who was gonna have to fight in this like sacrificial like fight to the death for the holiday, she has like taken his place and now has to fight somebody to the death.
But
Yep. So we're kind of in a precarious situation, and we're actually like